Let me introduce Nicole Farrell. She is the Chief Executive Officer of Image and Reputation and an image and reputation coach and public relations consultant, personal stylist, au courant events. And Nicole's company is Nicole Farrell. Nicole S. Farrell is a visionary thought leader who has been in the media and entertainment industries for the past 20 years. That period saw her within positions such as radio personality, TV talk show host, magazine columnist, television and branding strategist. Since 2017, she has been operating her three-pronged agency, offering services in image and reputation coaching, public relations, and personal styling to local and international clients. From solopreneurs to entertainers, NGOs, and corporate entities, the founder of and holistic director of her mentoring initiative, Empiredy. She and her team of femme ambassadors or fembassadors, females, and ambassadors, males, provide motivational sessions and practical workshops for youth, young adults, and women. So it gives me great honor to bring Nicole Farrell to our stage, and the name of her presentation is It's Level Up Season. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to Christina as well, for all having me on this summit. And like you said, yes, it's level up season. And what I want to impress upon people is that leveling up isn't only about getting that new job or getting a promotion within your job or getting certified in a certain field. Leveling up can really also be from within. What do you want? What makes you happy? What makes your soul smile, right? And when you think about it, there are three popular seasons right now. We are in the hurricane season, we are in the autumn or fall season, and just like here in my country, in Trinidad and Tobago, it's the rainy season or wet season, right? And when it's autumn or fall, the leaves wither, everything gets dry, and it's just crackling and all of that. It's cold, it's uncomfortable. And with a hurricane, of course, you have storm stages and everything, the wind is blowing you in every which direction. And during the rainy season, you can encounter floods, you can encounter mudslides, the whole shebang, right? And these are uncomfortable seasons. They make us uncomfortable. My community, sometimes there's flooding there. So when there is heavy rainfall, I get a bit nervous about it. But here's the thing. When you are in a level up season, you cannot wait for others to do things for you. What do they tell you when there's a storm approaching or a hurricane approaching? Right? They say, board up your shutters and get your sandbags and whatever the case may be. It's all about you. You have to see about you, and you have to go after what makes you happy. I remember early on in my entertainment career, I had regular gigs, and I was like, well, the producer knows that I'm talented. They know what I'm capable of, and I found I wasn't getting the extras in terms of the gigs. And I thought, well, what's going on here? Why aren't I getting other opportunities? And even with one company that I worked with, as much as I would tell them, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, and they weren't giving me the opportunities. And I found myself waiting for them to give me those opportunities. And I later on had an aha moment. It's about me. I could not sit and wait for them to hand me those opportunities. I could not sit and wait for opportunities to fall into my lap. And one thing I would want you to note is that it's not that sometimes, people won't call your name when opportunities arise, or if someone wouldn't offer you an opportunity, but it is really your sole responsibility when you are leveling up to pursue the things that you want. You cannot just sit by. I always tell my image coaching clients, especially when they're entrepreneurs and they're like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I prefer to stay over here. I'm shy. I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. And I say, you cannot stay in a corner in the dark and expect to be seen. It's just not going to happen. All right. You have to put yourself out there. And another thing that is really important is finding a tribe. A tribe is pure gold in your life when you're leveling up. You need the right people around you, people who give you good energy, people who support you, people who impart knowledge to you, people who want to see you win. A lot of times we feel, well, I grew up with this person, or, that's been my friend at the office for so many years. I don't want to act as if, I don't want to be around them or anything. I'm not saying you have to hate them. I'm not saying you have to totally disregard them, but you need to have people in close quarters who would have this kind of vision that you want. And one way that I leveled up in my life, especially coming off of the examples that I shared, I would get up, and this is like before I even went into entertainment, I would get up every morning and I would suck my teeth. Before I even expressed gratitude for the day, I would suck my teeth like, because I didn't want to go to my job. And I realized it wasn't the company where I was working, because I switched jobs a few times or switched companies, and it didn't make a difference. So it wasn't about which company I was working with. It was because I wasn't happy with what I was doing. But when I went into entertainment and media, it was like a whole new world to me. Things opened up for me. And I had to make a leap, because I was coming from a safe job in corporate to going in media and entertainment, where only maybe 1 or 2 gigs had a sure salary attached to it. Everything else was like, okay, we do this here, there, as we go along throughout the year. So it's really a gamble that you take, and it's a sacrifice that you make as well. And even when I decided I wanted to become an entrepreneur, it took me a while to get there, because I wanted all the frills and thrills, to start. I wanted all my ducks to be lined up in a row. And I remember Steve Harvey saying, all your ducks will never be lined up in a row. Never. And when I thought about it, I said, you know what? That is true, because sometimes you think, okay, things are going well, and you line up, up to duck number 3, number 4, number 5. When you get to number 7, duck number 2 falls down. So you run back and you fix that. And then you reach to duck number 9, and then duck number 5 falls down. And so you're going. It will never happen, but you have to keep going. And one thing I've learned in business, you have to put yourself out there. And this is what leveling up is about. This is what level up season is about. We're in the 4th quarter. It's time for you to think about what you really want to do. Where do you really want to go with your life? What are you not happy about? Make the move. I'm not saying it's easy all the time. Sometimes circumstances may prevent us. But I think when you are passionate, when you are self-assured, and even if you're not self-assured, get the help, work on yourself, and it can happen for you. So I have an acronym. I love acronyms. I'm such an acronym nerd, but I really love using acronyms when I'm doing presentations, because sometimes it makes it easier for an audience to remember. So my acronym for today is NEW, the word new, NEW. So in this level up season, what is new about? So N, note the things that make you happy and make you unhappy. Note the things that you want to do. What do you really, really want to do? You have to keep it real. I'm a person, I keep it real all the time with my clients, with my associates. I keep it real, because you know how they say a drunk man tells no lies? When you keep it real, You're not going to tell lies on yourself, and you have to do that. That's how you get to the bottom of things, and you start making that mindset switch. So note the things that you want to do and that will make your soul smile. E, evaluate the steps that you need to take. What do you need to do to accomplish the leveling up in this season of your life? Do you need to end a relationship? Do you need to choose a new career? Do you need to go into a new field? Do you need to move from the city or the town that you're in? What exactly do you need to do? You have to think about that and see, ask questions, ask for advice from people who you know will give you good advice, not from anybody. But really evaluate the steps that you have to take, and you can take it bit by bit. Rome was not built in a day, so take your time with it. And because it's always a process, everything in our life is a process. And W, work. You've got to work on it. You have to put the work in. You cannot wish it. You have to work it. So you can't sit by and say, I wish I had this and I wish I could do this. What's going to happen? We have no magic wands. We cannot click our heels. We cannot twitch our nose like the actress on Bewitched. We can't do all those things. So we have to put the work in. So work the evaluation that you came up with, and remember, it is a process. But it's level up season. So it's time for us to go. So let's go get it done, and let's just embrace that newness that we want in our lives. It's level up season. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, Chika. That was beautiful. Level up season, and that's wonderful. I loved what you were saying at the beginning, about uncomfortable season, right? And then the level up season is when you really go after what makes you happy.
Yes.
And I love what you said about not, oh, I want to make my voice heard, I want to shine, but you know what? I'm just going to stay in my corner. Girl, that's never going to happen. That's why our platform, for example, is good for that. Try it small. Go out there and shine. I love that, really. And I
Yes.
loved your acronym, Nicole. The new,
Thank you.
no, I really love it. Note the things that you make that makes you happy. Evaluate the steps and the work. Because,
Yes.
people like Christina, for example, okay? You
Yes.
know, I've done everything, about the law of attraction, but it's not working for me. Of course not, because if you're asking and sitting like this, well, you should do something good. So thank you so much. Yes, we have to
You're
put the
welcome.
work.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Nicole.
you.
Thank you so much for sharing that message. It was
Thank
powerful because we
you.
all need to be seen. That is one thing, to be seen, to be heard, to be felt,
That's
to
right.
be loved. Absolutely.
Thank
so,
you.
so thank you.